With the Owl House coming to an end in the near future, I thought it would be a great idea to revisit the show from the beginning. While thinking about the best way to approach this, I came upon a channel known as Overanalyzing Avatar. If you don't know what Overanalyzing Avatar is, it's a channel where they go over the show Avatar and the Last Airbender and, well, overanalyze it. After watching some of his videos, I thought, hey, this is pretty cool. I should do this with the Owl House, and that's what brings us here today. So this will be a series where I go over every episode of The Owl House and just comment on some things about it. Today, I'll be going over the first episode, A Lying Witch and a Warden. So let's just get straight into this.
Now eat this, sucker!
No! My only weakness! Dying!
And that's the end.
I don't really have anything to say here. I do find it funny how Zora uses her staff not as a magical weapon, but as a rocket launcher. Nice way to subvert your expectations. Also, Gildersnake is voiced by Alex Hirsch, and Alex Hirsch is always great.
And what were you going to do with this?
That was for the Act 3 closer.
I get that this is supposed to show that Luz has a big imagination and she's really creative, but she really could have gotten some people really hurt. With the snakes, maybe not as much, since she is most likely smart enough to get non-venomous ones, but she was planning to use fireworks in an enclosed area. I may not know much about fireworks, but considering what happens at the end of the episode, she could have caused some real damage.
Now, for the final anatomically correct touch, spider breath!
She brought like 23 spiders to her school. What the heck? Yes, I counted them, so what? Also, why do these two girls look so much like Amity and Will? It's not like they're important, but it's still weird.
You may need to spend the summer here.
When we look at the flyer, we would immediately assume that this summer camp is kinda messed up, but we learned in season 2 that the kids from the summer camp came out fine. Why did they make it seem like the summer camp would completely change your kids?
No more weirdness!
Should I give Luz a kill count? Does that even count as a kill? I don't even think he's dead. Oh, whatever, just give it to her.
That doesn't count, right?
Oh, my baby.
Like I said in the past video, I don't understand how people could hate Camila. She shows that she really loves and cares about Luz. If someone could tell me why people dislike Camila, I would really like that. Also, are the writers making fun of AMVs here?
I like editing anime clips to music.
If they are, I find that really funny. If they're not, I still find it really funny.
Yes, Mom.
Why did Luz place the book in the trash? I get that she did it to show her mom that she's done with fantasy stuff, even though she was lying, but that just seems unnecessary. Also, her mom probably knows she wouldn't actually throw it out. Wasn't it a gift from her dad before he died? We'll get to that in the future. I feel like it would be pretty obvious that she wouldn't throw it out. How did Albert steal the book? We never see him actually take it on screen. Even when the camera isn't focused on Luz, when we cut back, we see that she's been looking at the trash this whole time, meaning that she would have seen if Albert took it. So when did he take it? I guess he would have taken it in this shot, but that was only a couple seconds. How fast is Albert?
Tiny trash thief!
Why did Albert let Luz see him? Isn't this supposed to be a secret? My man is slacking. Did they ever explain why every time they use the portal it's connected to this weird house? If they did, I need to figure out when.
Finally, you're back.
Is this doll alive? Is it sentient? What did Ida do with this thing? This is the only time we see Ida turn Albert back into her staff like this, from what I remember. Did they just do this to show the viewers that Albert isn't a real owl? Probably.
Garbage. Garbage. Garbage.
Why did Ida call this stuff garbage? I get the iPad, but the ring and the golden chalice would be pretty good to sell in our world. Are they just common in the Boiling Isles? I think this shot sums up the Boiling Isles perfectly. It's a brand new, disturbing, freaky world, and this is a great way of showing that.
Where am I? Did I die?
Am I in the bad place?
It's understandable for Luz to assume she died. This place does look like hell. Not saying that Luz would go to hell, but wouldn't you assume you died if this happened to you? Maybe that's just me.
Voila!
When could you turn on a TV with some AAA batteries? Was it that simple before?
I'll pay 40 snails for the screaming box!
This is the first time they mentioned this show's currency. Wonder why they went with snails.
I'm Ida, the Owl Lady, the most powerful witch on the Boiling Isles.
Why does Ida just announce she's the most powerful and wanted witch ever? I know they're trying to explain who Ida is, but I think it's really dumb on her part to just announce this in public. How big is this table? It doesn't even look like Luce is bending her knees that much. The table is either really big or she is incredibly short.
What?
This is the first time we really see some sort of spell cast in the show. It seems like everyone has different color magic. At first, I thought it depended on what type of magic you use or what coven you're in, but the Emperor Coven Guard's magic is white while Lilith's is blue, so it can't be that. Guess it's just to make every character feel unique in some way. Also, is that Dipper's hat and the Snorlax plush?
Yeah, alright, you did. You got away with it. She got away with it, everybody! Typical.
This poor guard. He's also voiced by Alex Hirsch. Wonder if we'll hear Alex a lot in this show. Probably just a coincidence.
What is this place?
How strong is Ida? She just casually lifts Luce up. She's like 14. How light is she?
Giraffes.
Giraffes?
Oh yeah, we banished those guys. Bunch of freaks.
At first, this giraffe line just seems like a throwaway gag, but the fact they mention it in the future is crazy. This is the first time we see one of Ida's limbs come off. I still don't understand how her curse is able to make her body parts come off. That has nothing to do with an owl. What is that thing? It's freaky as hell. Get that off my screen. Hootie is amazing. You can't hate him. He's also voiced by Alex Hirsch as well. Kinda weird. This is also the only time we see them enter the house like this. Every other time they just open the door. Also, how is Hootie even a part of the house? They never explain it. Every time I look at this, the first thing I think about is the Pokemon Lunatone. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure I look at this wrong all the time. You're supposed to turn your head to the side to get a real picture, and even when I do that, I still don't know what it is. Is this supposed to be an owl or something?
Who dares intrude upon I?
Doesn't King's shadow look like his bodyguard for a second? I can't be the only one who sees it, right? Also, King is voiced by Alex Hirsch as well. How many characters did he voice?
This monster! Oh, this is Luce, the human.
I like how when Ida gets Luce off King, Luce is still doing some hand movements showing that she still wants to play with King. Nice detail.
Crown is being held by the evil Warden Wrath and locked away behind a magical force field that only a human can break through.
Alright, I have a few things to say. Are Ida and King just flat out lying to Luce? King seems to know that this crown doesn't actually give him his powers back, and so does Ida. Maybe they lied to try and convince Luce to actually do it? I like the visuals in this scene. It looks like it's straight out of a storybook. Why can only humans access this? Does Bells come here often to store some random stuff or he has or something? Otherwise, that doesn't make any sense. Also, we get to see the first rune in the show that will spell out a message. We'll get to that in the conclusion.
Where are we going?
Somewhere super fun.
I love cutaway jokes. 1 second you think something is super cheerful and bright, and the next thing you know it's all dark and gloomy.
I've been waiting to use this. Meow meow.
I love Luce sometimes. She can be so likable. We clearly see silhouettes of some weird creatures, but the people we meet in the cages are nothing like the silhouettes. So it's not like this place is only keeping people who don't fit in jail. It looks like they lock up actual monsters. But hey, you know what they say, don't judge a book by its cover.
We are agents of free expression. They will never silence us.
Fun fact, Tanella Noza, yes that is her real name, is voiced by the creator of the show, Dana Terrace. Why is this cell gate just open? Kinda convenient.
The owl lady. I'll get my hands on her soon enough.
Fight against.
I think the scene does a great job showing that Warden Raph is scary, but I do have one complaint. He literally picks up a wanted poster of Ida and King, but when he turns and sees Luce and King in the cage, he says nothing. Like, what the hell?
No! My weak nerd arms!
I get that this is supposed to be a joke, but we see many times that Luce does not have weak nerd arms. She was able to casually lift the metal cage back up, but not a freaking lever. So if I'm right about Bello storing his stuff here, does he just casually throw away weapons and skulls? Also, how did King's crown get in there if only humans can access it? Warden Raph is apparently the one who put it in there, but he's not a human. Maybe he's able to just turn this blockade on and off. That has to be it.
Is that a...
My crown!
Did Ida just casually visit a Burger King while she was on Earth? Just thinking about it makes me want to see a video of young Ida going to Burger King. Also, this is the first time we see Francois.
Oh, look at us loose. King and I don't have much in this world. We only have each other. So if that dumb crown is important to him, it's important to me.
I really like what Ida says here. It's true that King and Ida only have each other, and since they have no one else, they'd obviously try to make each other happy. That's what we assume at this point in the episode, but in Season 2, we learn that Ida's mom visits her once every year, I think, and that her dad wants to talk to her. So Ida does have other people, she just chooses not to talk to them.
Ow! Oh, I hate it when that happens.
Did Warden Rav know that Ida's body parts could fall off? If he didn't, he was ready to kill Ida. Also, does this happen often?
Yeah, this just happens when you get older.
Does it?
Gonna be honest, it would be pretty cool if this happened when you got older, but sadly it doesn't.
What do you want with me? I've never actually broken any of your stupid laws in front of you.
This line just reminds me of the time Grunkle Stan said, when the cops aren't around, anything is legal.
To go out with me.
What?
What?
This is just so random yet so funny at the exact same time, and the fact that they don't mention this until Season 2, and it's only just a few lines, is crazy.
If you don't accept, then I have no choice but to destroy.
Why did it make that sound? Was his mask made out of metal? I thought it was just plastic.
Our Lady, I won't let you get away again!
This is the first case of really fluid animation in this show, and it is perfect for Warden Raff. I love how he's animated.
Ida, lend me a hand!
I guess Ida is strong enough to lift up these levers. Considering Luce's display of strength before, it looks like Ida is doing all the work. In some shots, it looks like Warden Raff is just a big mouth, but you can see his small yellow pupils in this shot right here.
Why are you helping us? Because us weirdos have to stick together. And nobody should be punished for who they are. Yeah!
They use the term "us weirdos have to stick together" a lot in Season 1, and it kinda starts to get irritating. I don't like how fast these guys change their minds when it comes to escaping or not. I feel like they should have made these guys appear in a lot more episodes and have a role in some of them. They have no character traits. The vampire girl's thing is that she makes fanfics about food. The eyeball guy's thing is that he eats his own eyes. And Tanella's thing is she is a conspiracy theorist. That's literally their only character traits. So them standing up to the Warden isn't impactful to me because I don't care about these guys. I know that the vampire girl and Tanella appear in future episodes, but the vampire girl doesn't really play an important role, and Tanella only appears for funny visual jokes most of the time. But the eyeball guy is just reduced to a background character, I'm pretty sure. I know this is a kind of dumb thing to rant about, but I had to get that off my chest.
No more running away, Our Lady. Today I capture you once and for all.
This is weird. In one shot, Warden Raff has his normal fist, but in the next one, it's automatically the axe hands. No sound effects, no nothing. Weird.
Do not underestimate me, Warden Raff, for I am Luce, the human, warrior of peace. Now eat this, sucker!
These are the exact things Azura says at the beginning of the episode, but some words change to fit the scene. How convenient everyone is standing in this position. Coincidence? I think not.
What? Alright, that's crazy. Humans can't become witches.
Maybe that's because they haven't tried.
I mean, she's not wrong. I don't think we heard of any humans in the show practicing witchcraft except Bellows, but no one knows Bellows is a human. So Luce isn't wrong there. How does her phone work here? Where's the Wi-Fi? Why does the house blink? This is never brought up again. Alright, so I think this episode does a fine job of introducing the Boiling Isles. There are a lot of things that happen in this episode that isn't mentioned again. Why can only humans enter this place? Why does Warden Rath want to date a wanted criminal even though he is supposed to be the authority? Did anyone else get freed from the conformatorium besides these three? Were they the only people who weren't actually criminals in there? And what I said at the end, why does the house blink? Bunch of things that I'm pretty sure isn't mentioned again. I think I'm going to have a lot of trouble getting through Season 1 because compared to Season 2 and what we have of Season 3, it's not interesting. Now back to the codes. There are two sets of messages that are hidden in the show. The first hidden message appears when you put the first letter of each episode title into one sentence. So we're starting with A. We'll continue this sentence as each episode passes. The second hidden message is hidden within the episode itself. This translates into 2. These are a lot harder to translate than amphibian runes, but I'm not really good at explaining how. There should be a link in the description to a Reddit post explaining this a lot better than I ever could. So like the first message, we'll continue this as the episodes go by. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Next Overanalyzing vid will be about witches before wizards. So I'll see you then.